Bro Plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense. Listen, we have you on because every other episode we just talk at each other. So, you can talk as much as you want. It's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does.
Yep.
Then it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So,
Except for that's the heart, Tim. And that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
Oh. No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time.
Funny thing, if you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
No,
It was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they had like they had a Native American character on there. They had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC masters.
There it is.
It's such a.
so you're
cool
saying it
show.
doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
does not at all.
It doesn't look fit full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
Yeah.
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other? There you go.
I've been
We've
thinking
talked
that,
about
but
it.
I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about
I'm
this
still at a
for
stage.
years,
I
man.
can't fight anybody right now.
I am
used to a
so
9-year-old right
down.
now.
I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny. And I love I see him, I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim, and I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously. And that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of their next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know
Spanish, you monster. But you didn't put me on because you wouldn't talk wrestling. He had I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think both of his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. And there's a lot of guys, strikers that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like Junior Dos Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler. And however, neither really is Cannonier. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannonier to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannonier a lot. And he's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fun. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
bad would it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
Killed in the cage. You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
Howdy, y'all. Bro Plata here on a Tuesday. Aw, shit. We've got problems already. Guess who's just here? It's me, everybody. I'll be holding down the fort until Tim gets here. We'll be talking about a bunch of stuff because I want to talk about T Swift getting booed at the Super Bowl, the game itself with Tim because he's good at that shit. Not good at MMA talk. I know that. Tim. I know that. But we are live today, Tuesday. We're also going to be talking about the Sydney card that was. All right. UFC. 2 pay-per-views in. Starting to get a little nervous. Some of the fights were great on the prelims, but yeah. It's in the question of the day, by the way, is right in the title. So you'll be able to answer that in the comments down below. And also what I want you guys to do, little thing, just do all this. Do all this. Do all this. It's magic when you do it. It's fucking magic when you do it, bro. And that's what you got to do. Just share it out. Share to all your Discords, all the places, all the things, all the stuff. And we will be here live every Tuesday for you. As long as you hit that notification bell. The notification bell will let you know when we are going live every single week. Here, Bro Plata, Tuesdays and Thursdays, live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. We're getting some traction on Kick. A lot of bots, I believe, but we will get through it. We will get through it. And we will persevere through that as well. Kick. Waiting for Rumble, to be honest with you. Waiting for our ability to be able to take calls when that happens. That is not the website. Oh, I know what I did. All right. There we are. Fixed the problem. Oh, no, am I going to have to? Oh, they kept me logged in. Good. Going to my Kick dashboard right now just to see what's going on with that. Yeah, we're live. And like I said, oh boy, we're having a bit of an issue here. There we are. Creator dashboard. Bam. Yeah, I mean, and also I want to talk about that halftime show. I want to talk about that halftime show, and luckily Tim's now here.
Sorry for leaving you hanging. Wasn't the only one though. Where's Paul's?
I don't know. I just kept talking and then promoting what they got to do down here. Then wanted to talk about that halftime show, Tim.
I just got a phone call and I had to talk to my niece's softball coach about the show on Saturday.
Oh,
he had
nice.
some questions, so I had to take that call.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
He's pretty worried about it because he's like, I have so much stuff to do Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to be around. I'm like, listen, I'll help you set up the room, and it will be fine. I'm like, I've done a bunch of these. It'll be all right. Like, we'll be cool.
Yeah.
The only thing I was a little worried about is the sound system, but I'm pretty sure I got that covered. I think. I don't know. If that falls through, I'll just go buy one. I'll go to Guitar Center on Saturday and just buy one.
Yeah.
And take it back on Monday.
Yeah. The best way to do it, really.
The Ray High Clec, is what I call that.
Goddamn right. That's how I got my $700 back.
But it'd be fine. But no, he's been cool. He asked if he could do like a couple of raffles throughout. I'm like, you can't do it. Once we start the comedy, we can't do it till we're done. And he was totally fine with that. He got that. He understood.
Yeah. You can't all of a sudden be like, and now
no, that's awful for everybody. Could you imagine having like somebody kills and then you're next, but then you have to wait like 6 minutes for a raffle?
I can see how it goes. Hold on, wait. Give it up one more time for Matt O'Nesty, everybody. Keep it going for him. He's amazing. Now, Timmy's dad is going to bring up the whiskey basket, and then we'll bring up your headliner. You're like a goddamn late night host at that point. Fuck you.
It would not work. It would not work. And also, like, that's I'm not saying it would never work, but that's a terrible position to have to then put the headliner in.
I've been a part of many a show with raffle baskets. Okay. And luckily they always do it at the end. No matter what, they keep, the headliner goes up, and then they start handing out the swag to the people that spent money on them. Like, it's
like, what if we do it? What if we do two? What if we do one before, one after? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. If you do it before I go on, it's fine.
If you go on before, that's kind of a good, but the rest should be fucking after.
And he's like, well, should I go up before and like talk about what the fundraiser's for, where the money's going? I'm like, if you want, I mean, you can. Before I go up, you can do that and just bring me up, or I can do it. I mean, it's up to you. I don't care what you do. It's up. He's like, I don't really like doing it. I'm like, I can do it if you want me to. Just tell. Although it puts me in a little bit of a hole, but I'll figure it out. I've done worse.
I was about to say, you can self-deprecate yourself into that one right there. Like, as you can roast yourself as the uncle of one of the players.
Right.
And tell me, you have to do one joke when you're there. And that is the uncle running the bases joke. And tell me if it bombs or not.
That one's not ready. Although I love that joke. Like, I love
it too.
I mean, I don't love it yet. I love the concept, and I hope that eventually I can figure it out. But that's one of those ones I just gonna do trial and error until I figure out. I've only done it a couple times. I'm gonna need to do that one a good 60 times. I think good parts of it. It's the punchlines at the end there that I need, and I need a good closing part for it. And I thought I had it, but it just wasn't. I don't think it works the way I wanted to.
I think Don Henley's "End of Innocence" could also be like a plug-in song for that. Where
no one knows that one though. Everybody, I mean, some people will, but not as many people as that know "Cats in the Cradle." "Cats in the Cradle" is like
true.
That's like, and it's about a father and son. Like that's.
Yeah, man,
that's probably a perfect one. I mean, "Father in Mine" would be good too, but I feel like most people know "Cats in the Cradle."
There's a rounding second. Father of mine.
Right.
You see the guys and the hand slap, and it's tell me where have you been? I would love that act out.
Maybe you cross home plate and an IRS agent tells you all your back taxes have been what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I fixed all that.
Forgiven,
yeah. Forgiven. I don't know. That's funny.
Yeah. It's fireworks go off as you touch home plate. It just
one of the reasons why I like that bit is because I want it to happen very badly. I want somebody like I wanted to do it like in Banana Ball after a Banana Ball game.
Bananas, sad uncle night. At almost every single one of your places, you have sad uncles run the bases. Marketing genius.
Or I mean, any Creed song would also work as well.
Hires to
as you round at third base.
Yeah, One Last Breath would definitely be one of the, which I never was into that song. Like, I'm surprised it has taken off the way it has.
It just has such a big chorus. That's a great song. I'm not saying the video's hilarious. Although ahead of its time, but hilarious. Now hilarious. I when you send me like 45 videos at once, I never watch all of them, but I did watch the OJ one. That was funny.
Well, no, anytime it says Creed, I know exactly who to send it to because I know you'll probably tap on it and find it funny because it does fit every time.
They hit most of the time, which is funny. And at this point, like, there's been so many of them. It's like, so when they get creative is when,
Hell yeah, man.
So if it's just some normal stock clip and then a song, that's nothing anymore. But now, then they get creative. But the OJ one was funny because apparently OJ also had a time machine when he was.
I know. Oh man, which one did I send you that was fucking that I really liked? I had one that I sent you that I thought was fucking fire.
How about you only send me those from now on? Just send me the ones that are
Just
fire.
anytime I say, well, no, Creed, I have to send you those.
Well, your batting average on sending me videos is about 100. It's about 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I assume
9. I'm like, come on, man.
I'm just throwing shit because I laughed at it, and I'm like, the Trump one today was my favorite one.
I did laugh at that one because I didn't expect it. That's why that's funny.
Yeah, that's why I like it. You're just like the N-word. You're like, what?
Well, it's I'll explain it to everyone as they're wondering what we're talking about. It's videos. It's what's your favorite word in the whole English dictionary, and it's a video of Trump dancing to the tequila song. And when the tequila part comes up, it's Trump going the N-word, and then instead of tequila. And
the N-word. I love it. I absolutely say it in the Oval Office. Yes, I do.
Sure. Just videos of him by himself rocking in the chair at the Resolute desks, just like N-word.
I just keep saying Nazi. I don't know why, but I just keep saying it.
Listen, it's literary. It's literary if you say them both back to back. It rolls off the tongue.
Although that would make that would make a eye-catching thing for like a gutter punk band.
Maybe. Everybody chant 1, 2, 3, 4. Nazi, N-word, N-word, Nazi. What?
That's more of a Panzerfaust record fucking thing.
Everyone, please don't cut that part of the video out.
I'm screen capping it, making it audio tonight. It's gonna replace the time filler.
Mm-hmm.
Just be that on a loop.
This was news for me when I woke up that the Guardians have that they're gonna stream with MLB Network.
Oh, like all the games are gonna be available on MLB Network.
Yeah, I was wondering how that was gonna work. I'm like, do you have to buy the whole package? But I guess you could pay $100 and get the whole season.
I mean, I get it through T-Mobile every year.
Well, you'll have blackouts though, unless you get the special Guardians package.
Ew.
Yeah, but you can just pay for the Guardians and not have to pay the whole. So, I think they said you can get the whole thing and the Guardians for $200. It's like $150 for MLB League Pass, but you have blackouts. But you pay the $100, you can just get the Guardians without blackouts.
$100
for the whole season? I mean, if you can get a monthly,
like $75, I could understand a year, but like $100 just for the Guardians.
Well, if you watch every game, it's fine. For most games, which I do, so it's fine. But they said they're still working on a cable deal, but I don't see how that's possible. I don't see how it could be anywhere on cable if it's done by MLB Network or producing the games, unless it's the MLB channel. But they won't be on every. So I feel like I'm not going to buy this until I know for sure, but because I have cable, but and just in case. But I feel like most likely I'll have to buy it. But well, once I do it, it will be fine. The only thing is, like, they had to tell me today, right, a day after I spent all this money on a PS5.
I know. It's a good investment, though. It's good. Are you still locked out?
I've never been locked out. Only you're locked out.
What?
What are you talking about? I'm not locked out.
I thought you said like you had a tech issue with PlayStation where like.
Oh, that's the PlayStation Store. I haven't even tried yet, so probably, but I haven't because I got the disc version, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, the Lord of the Pies. Hello, sir. I'm not gonna lie. I've downloaded most of my games. Like, even though I have a disc drive, I wanted to get the disc drive for GTA 5 to play that online instead of just dealing with a digital version. Plus, you get the shit with it, the starter pack where you can get like $1 billion in shit.
I mean,
And
I'm pretty sure. I'm sure that this is going to be my last disc console ever. I mean, by the time I get whatever the next thing is that comes out, they probably won't even have discs.
No.
So I know that's true. But I was thinking today, like I bought my PS4 in 2017. So I've
Mhm.
had that thing 7 years. So it
Yeah.
is a lot of money. But like, although I got the PS4 like a Black Friday deal, the only time I ever but stood in line for Black Friday. But yeah, well, I spent all that money on the PS5. I should have it for the good part of a decade. You figure, hopefully, if everything's fine, it works fine.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
who knows? I mean, I won't be an early adapter of the PS6 or whatever. So
No, I'm gonna wait for that because that'll be the next pandemic. Like everybody's gonna snatch those
when
up.
did the 5 come out?
2020.
2020. Okay,
So it's been out 5 years now.
okay.
There and I remember the great PlayStation 5 crisis of 2020 very well. Like just
Yeah,
people
that was funny.
trying.
No one could get it. Yeah,
Selling-
everyone wanted it because we were stuck inside, but no one can get it.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Fortnite,
if you had it, had something that was worth its weight in gold. I mean, if I had one, I probably would have sold it.
Fortnite and Twitch held sway. Like that was where the culture was at the time. Like YouTube streaming and everything was going on, but it wasn't like what it is now. What it is now for sure, but
not health wise, but emotionally as people. Do you think we're more prepared if that ever happens again? A lockdown of any kind because we went through one?
I would hope.
Like, here we go again. Let's get the YouTube video. We'll start making YouTube videos and trick shots with ping pong balls and whatever, and play video. I don't know. Like, be like, whatever. Like, let's just wait this one out again.
I'll read by a fire pit live if that happens. Like
last pandemic we started this show. What about the next one? Who knows what's going to happen?
Shit, we'll be on television probably. Like they'll need content. Everything's all reruns, and people will be like, "Our ratings are dropping. Put these douchebags on 8."
We'll be on the ID network.
I would. You know what, dude? I would take TLC, and then we'd have a crossover with My 600-Pound Life in You. I think that would be perfect. To absolutely just do
it's just me hanging out with them. They'll be like, you don't know how lucky you are.
You should be happy or not this fat.
Are they Yoda? What are you talking about? What is this voice you're doing?
It's the doctor. Have you ever watched the show where it's like, you're going to die? What are you doing? Like he's got a very sing-songy voice. I love him. I fucking love him because he just tells these fatties what's up, dude. Like,
listen, you need that sometimes. I'm having issues with my liver this week. That's been the thing. So I'm not drinking alcohol.
And
I was I had a headache, still have a headache, but I didn't want to take ibuprofen because I've been having pain in my liver and my legs have been swelling up. And
it's Ozempic, man.
I haven't been taking it for months. And now I was gonna say, the internet tells me that means I have liver failure, so I might die anytime soon. This could be my last episode.
You're fine. You're fine. You're good.
I need to make a doctor's appointment though. I need to get this thing scanned. And if I really think that it's more right now, it's more my diet and shit that's messing my liver than my alcohol drinking, because I'm not drinking that much. But were there a lot of times in my life where I was taking meds and drinking alcohol? Yes. I used to wash down my pills with alcohol. You've seen me do it.
I have on screen.
Not on screen, but no, live. I remember being at the Funny Stop one time, and you saw me do it, and you had some comment about it.
Oh yeah, but it was probably just because I had never seen somebody actually do that before.
That was when I was still on Adderall. I was probably taking Adderall and drinking a beer. I'm sure that's what was happening.
Man.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's not, and I know my enzymes are high. Like, if they're over 100, that's like really, that's in the red. That's hard in the red. That's a real problem. Like, you're supposed to be under 80, but 80 to 100, it's like, this isn't good, but not, just kind of keep an eye on it. But now it's like I'm at 107, whatever they are, and that's
fun.
not good. That's not good. Yeah,
That sounds painful, dude.
it's not great. I'm just worried more than anything. I'm just worried, and the fact that my legs keep swelling up. That's not good.
Yeah, no. We need to get you in the gym.
And there's other symptoms that are like swelling symptoms. I'm like up here. I'm like I'm too fat to notice any of those. Like I wouldn't notice them because this was just too fat. I wouldn't notice.
Man,
I already have swollen breast. What?
God damn it, Tim.
I'm fine.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
But we love you.
My brain's not working. I got to get somewhere this week to do a set somewhere. I don't know where. Where the hell am I going to go?
Go do an amateur night thing at the Funny Stop. Nadal will be happy to see you.
I don't even know if I'll get up for sure.
You're timidango. You go up.
Although, Friday. I'll go Friday. I don't know if I'll get up, but I'll go Friday because Rick Adonis Day.
I got
Saturday,
Valentine. I have a Valentine's Day fucking present to buy this year. I'm buying it tomorrow. Actually, it's concert tickets. So,
to whom?
I won't say the band's name because my girlfriend.
That bad?
No. It's a big.
You say Imagine Dragons.
No, not Imagine Dragons. I wouldn't go to Imagine Dragons. I love their songs, but I'm not going to pay to go see them.
Ew.
I'll see them at like a county fair in like 20 years, but until then, I'm not going to really care. No, I'll just give you a song from the song title from them, and it's called "Welcome Home."
Oh, am I supposed to say it or not?
No, don't say it. But if you know who it is, I saw your face.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm getting some good tickets too. Like they're long, but they're good tickets. And I'm very excited.
Is that the most like basic song name? While their other songs are weird and don't make any sense. Like
yes. Lead singer's high pitched. It's a thing.
It's a flavor house.
And in the Atlantic.
This doesn't make any sense. Nothing about them. Well, I mean, that's a hard nerd band. That's like the hardest of the nerd bands.
I know, and I've seen them before. That's the fun part. So I get to relive.
No,
my
I don't.
childhood.
I mean, they're good. They're good, but I feel like a casual fan of that band will get like beat up at a concert. Like maybe not beat up. I don't think those people are fighters, but something.
That fan base is fucking wild. I've never I was a part of it. I mean, it was a lot of it spanned. It was either like old people who loved like the singer's voice because it made them like think of bands from their youth, to like teenagers, late teens were at the show with like their parents. It was fucking wild. I've never been a part of a crowd like that ever. And it was a Halloween too. So it even was like weirder because everyone was dressed up.
I have noticed that most rock shows I go to are more like that now. And I think it's because of the internet. Like,
yes,
it's not just what radio station you listen to. Like you find music so many ways now.
Yeah.
That, most crowds at any show I go to are more eclectic than you think they would be. As far as age, I mean, most shows I go to are usually white people, but white people that hated that halftime show.
I'm going to a show Sunday that I don't know if there's gonna be a snowstorm outside, but there's definitely gonna be a snowstorm on the inside. There's a lot of whites. I
mean, dude, just saw the Creed show.
Yeah, but these are like folk fans. These are like
you're right. That is a different gear of white.
Folk punk fans.
Yeah.
Because we all love Flogging Molly. Like
that's see-through white.
Yeah, it's Larry Bird in Space Jam. It's definitely
clear. Larry isn't white. It's clear. Right.
Yeah, it's probably the second whitest audience I'm going to be a part of this year. I'm going to another show in April that's going to be pretty white, probably.
I'm trying to think of the last show I went to that wasn't white. Because I'm not much of a rap fan, so I don't really go to.
Well, yeah, I was about to say if we're going to that, it's probably 2016 was the last rap show I went to. It was Tech Nine at the House of Blues.
Yeah, I feel like every concert I've gone to is mostly white people.
Well, Tim, the fascinating thing though about Tech Nine, because I've seen him twice so far. I want to see him one more time before he like rides off into the sunset. But the first show I went to, it was 60-70%, and we're at Peabody's, at the time, 60 to 70% white kids at that show. The first show I ever went to in like 2007, 8, something around there, because my dad
that has a lot to do with it being Peabody's. I feel like,
yeah,
but still, although I do miss
culture at the time too. Like the Juggalos embraced Tech Nine around that time too.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I do miss those small venues like that. There's less of them now. I mean, however, there's a new one opening up in Cleveland. I think in May, right? The old Globe Iron, right?
I'm going there for a wrestling show on the 20th of May.
Mushroom Head.
I want to, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm kind of interested to see what Waylon and J-Man are doing with this Killer Confession thing, because they're slowly bringing Mushroom Head people all together. So I think there's going to be one more show with Jeffrey Nothing, who has cancer right now.
Is that one of those like heaven and hell kind of things where it's like it's basically the old band with a new name?
Yeah, it's very Dio joins Sabbath. Like it's an interesting thing because you got the OG lead singer and then you got the second wave lead singer in Waylon on stage, which I wanted to go, but I had a show in Toledo.
It's like if Kevin Madison joined the dudes from Evans Blue without the new singer and just played the first 2 albums and called it something else. I would love that. I go to that in a heartbeat. You can call it whatever you want. I don't care. I'm coming.
I'll stay for Crossing a Girl Named Blessed, and what was the other one from the first album?
Cold.
Yeah,
that was a single.
Parentheses, but I'm still here.
That's true.
Wanted to make it dramatic.
It's true. Yeah, those 2 albums are amazing. I love those albums,
dude. That first fucking Evans Blue album is. When I was playing hockey at the time when it came out, and that was like my workout songs for like, probably a year.
Oh no!
Well, oh no! I can hear you.
All right. Don't know what happened. Didn't touch anything.
Technology.
But no, that was a band that when I learned about them, when I first heard, it's from Andrew Law. We were like driving in his car, probably smoking weed, and it was one of those bands that I didn't really know what I was listening to at first because the singer sounded like a 120-pound emo kid. A little bit. I'm like, what is this? Is this emo? And then it's like, it's like hard rock, almost new metal style, and you're like, what is? This is different, and it was that cool because it was different. It was this melodic hard rock, and it was different than everything else. And then they parted ways with the lead singer and got a new guy, and they sounded like everybody else. So, I mean, they're still together, I think, but like their music's okay, but it's nothing compared to what it used to. This first 2 albums, because the first 2 albums they were different than everybody else. Now they sound like they're trying to copy like 3 Days Grace and bands like that.
Yeah, they're following their Canadian brethren, it seems. But first time I ever heard of Evans Blue, I actually watched them perform on like a pre-recorded dance show, like music show, where they had like dancers and shit, and like very what do you call it, top 40 countdown or whatever,
top of the pop style,
yeah. And they had like dead roses in front of them, a fucking fence, like a cage fence. and they played Cold, But I'm Still Here, and I fell in love with them because I was like, what's this chubby bitch gonna do? And then all of a sudden,
like
he belts
275 with a septum piercing.
yeah, you're just like, ooh, oh, my feels right now. I'm 13, but I get it, bro. I get your pain. Like,
Yeah, that's what that band did. That dude's a great lyricist, and Parabell's good too. Although the truth is, I don't think I've liked anything from Parabell as much as I like those first two Evans Blue albums. However, a lot of Parabell's pretty good. That's Kevin Madison's new band, but he's, I mean, that band, he's the only original member of that band. That band switched members so much in the last, when did they start? They started in 08, I think, because I went to their first show ever. That was kind of cool. That's a cool thing to say.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know that till like months later. They're like, dude, that was their first show as Parabell. I'm like, really? Fuck.
Huh?
So that was cool. But that stuff's good. I don't know. I just saw a post from them on Facebook that said they're working on stuff because they haven't came out with anything in a while, and they haven't toured in a while. So I hope they do, because I'd like to go see Parabell again. Anyway, white people music.
I was gonna say I throw on some Evans Blue every once in a while just to remember the days, and then just if you're gonna play Evans Blue, your appetizer, like your main course. Or not, the appetizer should be Evans Blue. The main course should always be Flyleaf. Always. You have to follow it up with something even darker and sadder. And then you go
and more Christian. It's the best thing about Flyleaf.
I love Flyleaf, dude.
I saw Flyleaf one time, and they were good. There was a sermon in the middle, but they were good. You get that. I bet. You get that with when you have the Christian bands who are playing with a bunch of non-Christian bands, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Like you're gonna get.
I missed out on seeing them with, I think it was Seether. It was supposed to be Red, Flyleaf, and they had just, I guess, broken up or something, so they didn't even come to the fucking rib burn off. And then it was Seether.
I saw Red and Seether before. Red, I don't think I've ever heard preaching from Red.
I've only seen Red once.
I've seen Red a few times. It's been a while, but I've seen them a few. I mean, they have so many albums I haven't even listened to because I kind of stopped paying attention after like 2010, and that's not, they didn't do anything wrong, but I just stopped.
You're just like, enough of the Christian rock.
That's enough of that.
All right, we all know it.
Put in Devil Driver.
Yeah.
I saw a reel. I just flipped on it, and it's just a guy that said, he just said, if you get spooned by a goth girl, that's not spooning, that's the ladle of filth. And then that was the whole video. And I'm like, that made me laugh.
That's
dumb, but it made me laugh.
I did see, I saw that one myself. I think I sent it to my girlfriend. I can't remember. I'll send her pretty much the same amount, just like different ones. Usually they're like mushy gushy ones, because that's the kind of what.
Please don't send me those. So thank you.
Yeah, I'll send.
I'll be the next person to block you if you send me those.
And then there are times I think about it where I'm like, what if she just did the opposite and just sent me like a dude falling off a bridge or something? I send her the most.
Just everything from Derek Lewis's Instagram. He's okay.
Faces of death on IG or what's the one? Shiz mobbing.
Getting
Shiz mobbing's a good one. Yeah. Grind face. That one's another one.
Pass.
Yeah, there's all kinds of those wild fucking. I watch Street Fight videos all the time. It's a sickness, Tim. You got to get used to it, but it's there.
It is one of those things that just as people, we are drawn to fights.
Yes.
You see people fighting on the street, you gotta watch that. You can't just like walk past it.
No,
you gotta watch it. I mean, you should
take bets,
but what?
I take bets.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
Sure.
You have the 3-card money set up next door or next to it. It's a carnival.
Sure.
I got it. Did you watch the fights this weekend?
I watched some of the prelims.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, man, Sean Strickland over fucking rated, man.
Well, listen, I mean, you know this. I never thought he was that good to begin with. I still don't think he beat Izzy. I feel like we were just, it's a glitch in the matrix. Something was fucked with our brains. Something. Sort of lasers, laser beam. I don't know. Something. Fuck
one
with
of
our
the
brains.
Biggest, I gotta say, hype trains. I mean, yeah, he had that moment. He Buster Douglas Izzy.
One time. I never thought he was that good.
And
all he had was his boxing, and that wasn't really that good. He's entertaining as a person.
Yeah.
But nah, I'm good on that. I never thought he was that good. I've been telling you that forever. I don't know the last time I picked him. I'm sure I have for something, but like not in the title fight. So I never picked him in a title fight.
No, I don't think you. No, I'm not gonna.
I almost sent you this on Friday. I told Eric's well aware of this. I just talked myself out of making bets, but I had a bet. It was a 3-day bet. It was 3 events of 3 different days parlayed together. It was the Cavs to win Friday night against Philadelphia. They did. It was the Plessis to win on Saturday. He did. And it was the Eagles to win. So I would have hit that bet. Of course. The ones I don't fucking hit. But it's right. It was good. I shouldn't be betting. Stop it. Don't bet, Tim. Stop it.
Yeah, I didn't bet at all this one. I probably won't bet for another couple months. I'll get back into it. I don't know. Usually it's me with the technical difficulties.
Well, I mean, it's weird. It's just turning off, and I just click it back on. Again, like my my on StreamYard, it cut out, so I just click it and it comes back on. But it's not that big a deal. But if it happens a lot, it's annoying.
Yeah, that might be an issue. No, yeah, because man, that fight was just not good. I mean, he got his fucking face all fucked up, broke his nose.
Good.
Did Duplessis. I mean, he was Duplessis, and that man looks like he is just fighting 500 people. His lunging and all the shit Dricus does.
Yeah, I think Paul still isn't sold out. I don't know he wasn't. I hope he is now. I don't know what else you want the man to do.
Hey fellas, I'm working on a sponsor for the pod. I have a Zoom meeting with them at 8 my time. Should be here, fucko. How about that?
8 your time is it's 9. It's 9 our time.
How about you be here, bro?
Bieber.
Bite you?
No, he just jumped and scratched me.
Should be here, Pulse. Fuck the sponsor. We don't want the sponsor. We want you here.
Anyway. It's sponsoring what? My foggy brain? I was talking nonsense. I was talking about Evans Blue. Who's going to sponsor that? Not even Evans Blue would sponsor that.
No. Spotify ain't giving us the Rogan money for this, kids.
No.
But we can barely make any at this point. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, Paul, I need you to come in because we need to talk about this halftime show.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch it. I listened to a little bit of it.
Of course you didn't watch it.
Well, no, here's my thing. Okay. I am a Kendrick Lamar fan. I find him entertaining as fuck. I love the fact that he has bent Drake over a goddamn barrel for the past 365
that whole halftime
days.
show is just him shitting on him. That was like the biggest troll in the history of trolls. It may be.
I had to explain to my mother who Kendrick Lamar was today while we were having a conversation. And I'm like, you put respect on that name. Like, I love Kendrick. I'm not one of these people that's like, I've heard people shit on it that I know like Kendrick, but I'm not going to, whatever. It's the Super Bowl halftime show. It hasn't been good since fucking Prince, to be honest with you. So it's...
Usher was good last year.
Yeah, that one was fucking stupid. Oh, I didn't like that one.
Everybody, you know what?
I liked the Weeknd
of everybody versus Ray.
I liked the Weeknd one. I thought the Weeknd during COVID Bowl was actually pretty good.
That one was boring.
I liked it for what it was. You kind of had to look at it from like a COVID standpoint of like, this is what they had to work with, and they ended up doing that. And I like Weeknd. So
Lady Gaga's was good.
Okay,
It was. I mean, yeah, Prince's was the best, but that doesn't mean other ones couldn't be good.
but still, I mean, I'm
But
not gonna
after
say.
this, I feel like I was really waiting for Trump to sign an executive order this morning that says only country and classic rock. That's it at the halftime show.
All right, Anna Navarro. Jesus fucking Christ.
Gonna be. But as soon as it happened, I got on Facebook because I knew the people that were gonna bitch about it, and I was just like, and it. Yep, every person I knew would bitch about it, bitched about it. And was it about the music? I can't tell you.
I don't give a shit. I like Kendrick. I support anything he does. I am a legitimate fan. That man made me love the song "Win" by J-Rock by just saying the words "mommy," "win," "stop," and that's it. Like he had those lines in that song, and that was it. And he still made it one of the hottest fucking like collabs
right
in decades. Like I love the man.
I needed to read up on like what happened when I saw it because I'm like, there's something going on. And so when I did, then I'm like, oh, okay. There's a reason why this dude won a Pulitzer for rap lyrics.
Yeah, he's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, there's a reason. Now, do I love his music? No, no, because it's not really my thing. I mean, I like that dun 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 song, and it's okay, but I'm not that big of a rap fan. That's why I didn't enjoy it.
Humble is a fantastic song. I love Humble,
and Not Like Us are the only ones I know. So after that, I was just like, this isn't really for me, and that's okay. The NFL knew that they were only going to get at most 60% of people on that, and really they probably got more like 30% of people with it.
But, yeah, probably.
But
I'd say 30 to 40% of the population, like people.
Do I think they'll make some sort of shift next year? It's going to be a completely different artist. I think so. Yeah.
Well, they're saying San Francisco, so it could be Metallica.
There's no way they let Metallica do it. The internet would freak out about Metallica's racist past. You kidding me? They go nuts. It's true though. They would. But I think Post Malone makes a lot of sense. He's got some country music. I feel like he makes a lot of sense.
Posty and Jelly Roll. I'd be down for
Jelly Roll. I'm about sick of Jelly Roll right now. I mean, it's not his fault. He's killing it, but he's just everywhere.
You say that, and then I can say this because Snoop was part of this. Am I right? I believe was the Doggy Dog a part of the halftime show?
Was he?
I can't remember.
Sam Jackson was.
Well, here's my thing on that. And it got brought up by somebody who's considered a racist, but it's a salient point.
Understand just something. I don't know who had that in the Ray bingo card for today. Everybody. A racist said it, but it was a good point. I have that on my bingo card for Ray on every episode. He is a racist, and I'm not a racist. He is, but he had a good point.
Well, here's my thing about it. When people are like, oh, people are mad, there's a black Uncle Sam. He's dressed like Uncle Sam. He's Samuel L. Jackson.
Uncle Sam is black. Everyone knows that.
Well, okay, here's the thing, though. But, Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers? Yeah, Carl Weathers.
Wore that same outfit in Creed?
In Rocky IV.
Rocky IV. Yeah, Rocky IV.
So it's not like it's been done. Like any logical human being would go, oh, yeah. Although he's not in boxing gloves like Tyson Fury was when he made his Vegas debut.
But Ray, he died right after that, so it's okay.
He was a martyr for the Sam Union, is what you're saying?
Yeah. No, everyone knows that Uncle Sam is actually Latino. Everyone knows that. But anyway,
hold on, Snoop Dogg.
I don't know. He was in that commercial where he's screaming at Tom Brady. That's interesting.
I need to say this. Boot Snoop Dogg. By the way,
Boot Snoop.
A boot Snoop. I love Snoop Dogg. I grew up listening to Snoop Dogg. It was on every fucking channel pretty much that showed music videos.
He somehow became America's mascot.
I want him not to be. Like, I just want him to go away for a little while and work in the shadows. Like, just go. Like, how can I miss you if you won't go away? Like, Tim, and this is coming from a guy who plays Fortnite. Snoop Dogg was on a lot of the last season of Fortnite before what we have now.
My
And
nieces know who Snoop Dogg is.
yeah, because they play Fortnite.
They've known for a while. One
Well,
of them wanted to be Snoop Dogg for Halloween. I wanted it to happen very badly. I was trying to convince my sister-in-law,
I
let her
bet
do
you
it.
did.
Do it. Now, don't mess with this, right? But
Yeah, there's no face.
everything else is fine. Yeah, just don't do that. You don't want to
Dude.
never be able to get a job in her life for something that happened when she was 9 years old.
You see this, Susie? See this? This is what we like to call a no-fly zone for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no, I don't know. I got sick and tired of Snoop. Like at this point, like I want him to kind of go
I don't
away for a little while.
necessarily disagree, but I don't have too much of a problem with him.
I'm not, and again, I'm not saying thing, but at this point, like, dude, he was not. By the way, I thought he was,
Like I
but for
said, I
some
didn't think
reason
he
today,
was.
I kind of woke up
Well, he
with a
was
Snoop
in
Dogg bias.
commercials, and
Probably, yeah.
and Sam Jackson was, and Serena Williams. There's just a cut of her sea walking. I'm like,
I know,
which is pretty funny actually. It was funny.
I love the fact that people get a good friend of ours that I want to have on. Actually, shout out to John Bruton. Had a great thing where he's like, "Can we just go back to ripping on the fucking horrible commercials? Like, can we do that? Like, Kendrick is Kendrick. I like Kendrick. I will not say anything bad about him. Whatever the NFL did and what he did, whatever. I don't care.
Halftime show has ever been for everyone.
No,
not even Prince. I mean, there's some people out there who got mad about Prince and he killed it. There's people like, that should have got Willie Nelson, something like that.
We want Conway Twitty to be on next year. Can you make
Ghost
that happen?
of Kanye Twitty,
hologram.
the Ghost of the Highwaymen. Bring them all back.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't Willie part of the Highwaymen or no?
Okay. Yes, but he's basically dead.
He's not. He's making great music.
He'll live forever.
I honestly think he'll be the first 150-year-old, and he'll still play music somehow.
Still tour.
Yeah. Or he'll just like stream from his bed, just hey, I'm everybody. Like,
when I was talking to the softball coach, I did make sure that there was a way for Matt Onesti to get in to that building. I knew there was, but he's just like, yeah, we'll make sure that there's a handicap spot that's empty.
Just make a redneck ramp, some fucking some plywood boards. You're good to go.
Dude, for him to get up the front, those are steep stairs. They would take a ramp. Be like,
that's when you come in by pushing. Like you Sisyphus that shit up, but you actually get to the top of the mountain and it stays.
Right. We have to.
Then you push him down at the end.
We have to pick him up like he's some sort of pharaoh and carry him in.
Yes.
That's how we should bring him to the stage, no matter what. So we should bring him to the stage anyway.
Yeah.
Matt Onesti.
He's holding the staff like in his arm, kind of. Yeah, you're just like right there. You just see it.
So we just play the music from 300.
Yeah.
We just carry him in him. Carrying him in.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be funny to me, yeah.
Dude, I would, if I wasn't doing a show and I knew, hey, Pauls.
Nope, just the logo.
Yep, I just hear a logo here. Do.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Which also, let him figure that out, because I can't hear him.
Anyway, so my final thoughts about the Super Bowl halftime is it's fine. It wasn't for everyone. They never are. So the fact that people freak out about it is hilarious.
The fact that people freak out about like entertainment like that, like music and all that, I can get music. But when you're like television shows do dumb shit, that's when you're like, all right, whatever. But especially if they slap you in the face with it and make it obvious. You're just like, Fucking why? It doesn't make sense. But
I'm
at the
not
same
saying
time,
that- I'm not saying that everyone that had a real problem with it, it was just about the music. It wasn't just about the music. I'm not saying that because I don't know for sure. But if I had
there's
to guess,
biases. There's biases.
It's not fair for me to say that because I don't know for sure. But
Well, I mean, it's human
But-
nature, man.
but I did say I called all the people that were going to bitch about it on Facebook. I knew who was going to do it, and I was right.
Yeah. Here's my question. I'm going to ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Is that we're friends? Did you think I was going to be one of them?
No.
Okay.
You like rap more than I do, so I figured.
It is kind of funny. Like people are like, Pulse.
Bum, bum, bum,
Am
No
I
audio.
audible?
There
Yeah.
you are.
yes.
Okay.
Hi, buddy.
Hey. So here's the thing, right? The greatest.
Uh-oh.
You know, I'm on board for Green Day. I know that they were in the running. I feel like they have the what do you call it? They have the track record as being, you know what I'm saying, industry giants. They have a long discography, many hits that they could have played, and I think that they would have been a better choice. That's just my theory.
They haven't done a rock band in a long time. There's a problem with doing rock bands though. They never let, for time reasons, they never let none of the music is played live. None of it. The only thing that's live is vocals. So that's a problem for rock bands, right? They'd have to pantomime, and I don't know if they even want to do that.
I think Metallica has enough sway for them to be able to do that.
Well, I mean, it's like I said, it's just
They took end racism.
timing issue.
Tim, they took end racism off. Do you think they give a fuck what
They took end
Metallica
racism
did?
off. The next thing they do is going to put Metallica in the halftime show. They're going all
Say
in.
what?
Fortune, fame, mirror bite.
Elon Musk is going to flip the coin at the next Super Bowl.
Yes. Let's go. While running in a Tesla. Just he burns rubber.
No, but yes, Metallica would be awesome, and I really wish they'd do it, but I don't.
I
think
do
there's a
too.
chance they ever do it.
Because it's in San Francisco next year.
Yeah. They haven't done a rock band in a while. They'll say, "Oh, what about Maroon 5?" And I'm like, "That what? That's not
They're
a rock
pop.
band. That's not a
That's
rock
pop.
band. It's not a rock band. Hasn't been in a long time."
But Pulse, you didn't like the Kendrick Lamar halftime show?
I mean, can I speak frankly?
No, of course you can.
What this podcast is about, bitch. Let's go.
I'm kind of burnt out on all hip hop music, man. The scene has changed. It's not the way it was.
Well, yeah, obviously. We were just saying that about like it's not. We're starting to get into the demo where it's like kind of out of our shit, and if they throw us a fucking acorn every once in a while, we'll be like, "Ooh, happy,"
We're getting old.
Honestly, it's crazy because like when I was coming up, I remember older heads be like, "Why do you listen to Young Jeezy and Gucci Mane and 50 Cent?" And I'm like, "This is my music. This is of my era." And they would be like, "Man, that stuff is garbage, man. That stuff is hot garbage." Now when I listen to the radio, no, seriously. And now when I listen to the radio and I listen to rap music, it's like, I understand it now. Like the shit that is coming out now is just stupid.
Yeah, dude. That means we're old, is what it is. We're getting old. And the young with the music pisses us off. Yeah, get off our lawn.
Honestly, no, honestly, like have y'all familiar with Ice Spice?
Yeah.
She's shit, but that goes without saying.
I'm glad you said.
I have no interest in any of that.
She's trash, dude.
How did she even get on?
She talked about her booty hole being brown. That's how she fucking got popular. Where it was ass so thick, booty hole brown. Like that was what she fucking did.
Do you have any interest in going to attending the prettiest butthole in Michigan competition?
I would absolutely go. But it's gotta it's just, you gotta make sure that it's clean. There's no chili sauce on the cheeks.
I'm not saying about competing. We're not going to compete.
Oh,
That'd be dangerous for whoever was judging us.
I was gonna actually, to Pulse's point, I was gonna say, to be honest, until they started all kind of murdering each other, drill rap was starting to become one of my favorite forms of hip hop. Like the thing. Well, we got buffering. We got buffering at least here. Hey, Pulse.
You know what I didn't realize? I didn't realize how little of a fella Kendrick Lamar is.
Yeah, he's a very tiny waif.
I knew he wasn't giant, but I mean, he's real tiny. Like he's
yeah.
Like I would pay money to see him and Kevin Hart fight. Like that would be what I want.
That would be the best. That would absolutely be the best. The he's like, yeah, he's small.
He's
like
real
5. I think he's like 5'5" or something like that.
Man, I guess he's gonna be like 5'3".
Because he's like Glenn Danzig size. Like he's not that big.
I just have a question. How do like record executives? How do they choose? Like how do they? Because what happened to having talent?
Well, I was going to say this, Pulse.
A long time.
I was going to say this, Pulse. Like I don't know if you're familiar with drill rap at all. Pulse.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Like
it's glitching, but yeah, I'm familiar with drill rap.
For until like real fucking shootouts started happening over fucking songs, that was some of the best shit hip hop had in a very long time, because it was basically just crimes being like bragged about on fucking, rap lyrics. I'm like, this is fucking 92 all over again. Like, what the fuck? It was awesome. And then they all started fucking killing each other. And you're like, God damn it. What the fuck? The best ones have always been the ones that die. And you're like, fuck. Oh, he's out again.
He was too good to live.
He was. They all hit the under 25 club. Like, it was, like, they went out hard.
The internet is telling me that he's 5'5".
Mm.
So, I mean, I feel like that might be generous. I could be wrong.
It's just humble. Ha. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I hurt myself on that one. That was like a side pain right there.
You know, it's another symptom of my liver going is brain fog or whatever. So like, that makes sense. I've been having that like crazy.
Stop drinking.
No, I'm not drinking right now. Am I?
I don't know. What is that?
It's Pepsi Zero. I went to my drive-thru to get Coke Zero, and they didn't have my 15-pack I usually get, and I didn't feel like spending a bunch of money on something I didn't really want. So I just got a 2-liter of this, and I'll try it again another day. After this podcast, I'm going to win me a national championship.
Nice.
That's
nice.
Listen, Kent State Golden Flash is undefeated running the spread option. Okay? Got into the playoff, had to go to Alabama, upset Alabama 31-28. That's right. Kent State.
How much is your fucking budget? Like, do you just have unlimited budget in the fucking NIL deals, or what are you doing? The portal. People aren't coming to the portal in Kent State, not even in a video game.
No, it's good coaching.
Is it?
It is. Yeah.
I can see that. I haven't played it yet. I just downloaded the original God of War for the PlayStation 4, so I'm gonna be playing that for a little while. I still got to finish Sly Cooper, but that'll probably be Saturday if I don't work. Pulse.
Yo.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, man. I'm sick of tech too, man. Like, I need new stuff.
You know what?
We all do.
Fuck it. From now on, we're recording our podcast live together on an old VHS camera, right?
I like it.
And then we're putting it on public access. Tom Green style.
Do you think there's still public access channels?
Man, there was a few years ago here. I don't know if there still is or not. I mean, like,
find out how much. Find out if it's still running, and find out how much airtime is.
Let me look right now. I'll look right now and see if it's still there.
If it's still there, we should inquire on like how much airtime would be.
I'm sure no one
We'd
watched.
have to clean up our act a little bit for like at least an hour. And then be like, if you want to see the rest of the show, youtube.com, everybody. We're huge in T County. Our numbers are massive. I don't know what happened.
What is ColecoVision? Have y'all heard of this?
It's a video game system.
Yeah, it's real old, right?
Yeah, ColecoVision. It came out at the same time as like Intellivision. It was like mid 80s when they really were trying to get a hardcore video game base. What's up? Is it closed? Haven't found. But anyway, yeah,
I've never heard
Coleco. Yeah, it was sort of a weird like it had a remote that was attached to the base where you played plugged in games and flipped fucking switches and all kinds of weird shit. It was supposed to be a new Atari, and it ended up just being
that's
a fucking.
That's what I thought. I thought Atari was the first video game system. There was one before it.
No, it came out around the same time. Like it was a competitor to the Atari.
Which one was the one with Pong?
Atari.
There's a couple.
Okay.
And then Pong was its own standalone as well in like the late 70s.
Was that I remember on that 70s show they would be playing Pong, and I figured that was the Atari was the first system.
It was like 70, I think like 78 is when Pong was like mass produced. And then video games were born, and yeah. I'm currently trying to like get my gaming channel up too. I'm trying to fucking get subscribers for that, and it's a slog right now.
Let's talk about GameStop employees.
Okay.
They're about to be no more.
I feel like they fall into one or two categories. Usually.
Okay.
I don't go in very often, but this is usually what I see.
Uh-huh.
One, Hearthstoner, right?
Yes.
They're tatted up. They're high when they're working, but they're cool as hell. Yeah, man, what you need, there's stuff. Those guys, maybe they have dreads. Maybe a white guy with dreads. And two,
worst.
Autismo.
Autismo.
Like, right. And they know more about the games than you do, and they want you to know, and they will say that. They put that in conversation quickly. It's
I feel attacked right now.
No, not you. The guy that helped me, I mean, he was fine. He just, I don't know how else to explain him. He, I asked for the college football game, and he said something. I didn't hear what he said. I thought he asked which one or something. And I'm like, the 25. He's like, yeah, that's the only one that exists. I'm like, all right. And then the guy standing next to him laughed at me. I'm like, what are you fuckers? Fuck you guys.
Yeah. Eat shit, bitch.
Yeah. And he was.
Did you?
He was
I gotta
fine.
ask you.
He was fine, but I feel like there hasn't been times where he like got into fights with people about game stuff, and I really hope I wish there was video of it. I would watch that all day. Actually,
I gotta ask you this question.
I'm not saying he's autistic. Who knows? It's just his personality. He's him. He was fine. He was nice. He was fine.
When they went into the back and pulled that beautiful white piece of machinery out and handed you that box with the PlayStation 5 in it, did you kind of like, when I bought mine, I got like butterflies in my chest of happiness where I'm like, oh my God, I have it.
I was a little excited to play it, but mostly I was worried about how much money I just spent.
Oh, your thing keeps crashing, Pulse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried about how much money I just spent. Like, I'm like, should I have done this? This was a lot of money. This is
for a little while until we get the internet we have now, which I'm paying my mom an extra like $20 a month to help pay for this. Because it's just faster now. I was regretting buying my PlayStation for a while, like a month. I was regretting because our internet was so just shit. And now I actually can play video games again. So I'm like, yes, let's go, baby.
Oh, the GameStop man did make me feel bad for made me feel crazy for not buying the membership. That is, my guy, I don't want to spend any more money. I'm good.
Oh, the GameStop membership.
He's like, you're gonna get a lot of points. You should do it. He's like, I'm like, nah, I'm fine. He's like, fine, okay. He was like,
Yeah, you
I'm like,
don't
dude, I'm
need
not spending any
you.
more money today, bro. And I don't buy that many games.
Well, I was going to say you wouldn't use that. A guy like
That's-
me.
yeah, and I'm aware that I wouldn't use it. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
get it. Even though it was
I
only
know
like
you wouldn't.
$10, I'm like, it's not worth it for me to have a membership. I don't buy games. I don't buy used games. I don't buy games often at all.
Before they closed Game Informer, that was when I was
swear.
like, "You okay, buddy?"
If this keeps crashing, man,
It's technology, bruh.
Again,
That's
that's
how
what
it
we're gonna
is.
do. We're gonna record our shows and then make copies and hand them out like mixtapes.
I love it. I'll go to Terminal Tower and just start handing them out.
And have VHS tapes to people.
Yeah. Check this out, bro. Check
Bro,
this out.
plot a
You can see
mixtape.
it.
Bro, plot a mixtape.
Free.
After
No
every
money.
after every segment, there's a couple shots of us playing basketball because it's a mixtape. Why not? It's not good. It's bad.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Oh,
And we're doing all the shows in very baggy shorts. All right.
love it.
But
Pulse is the professor.
what if we started doing that? We put like a greatest hits kind of thing together on DVD and just start passing out DVDs.
We should.
I don't know. I don't want to get arrested for solicitation.
Well, it's not solicitation if we're like not asking for money. We're just
I
like
guess.
handing things out. That falls
And we have to call it the Bro Plot on mixtape. We have to. That's
Yes.
a non-negotiable.
with duct tape on every CD case.
Yes. Bro Plot on mixtape. I don't have
Just
a DVD
handwritten
player. No,
in
I'm like
Sharpie.
No one has a DVD player. That's the thing. No one has a DVD player. They have maybe a video game console that will play it, but that's about it. Does
Yeah,
the
but
PS5 play DVDs?
Yes.
Okay.
DVD, Blu-ray. I love it, dude. Like,
And it will play PS4s
yes, it's backwards compatible.
all the way.
yo, when is the release date?
What?
I was gonna ask, when is the release date for GTA, for the next GTA?
There isn't one, right?
Fall of 2025.
No way.
They've been working on it for fucking 13 or 11 years. It needs to come out.
That's the thing about the NCAA football game too. They've been working on that for a good 5 or 6 at least. They say
Dude.
so.
It needs to, like, I'm tired of waiting. Like, luckily there are games. I was just looking at some stuff on shout out to Game Ranks. Big fan of you guys.
Moss NHL 25 is my crack right now. That would be fun. Maybe I'll get that game.
I know. I was watching him play last night,
night.
actually.
How's the soundtrack? Because if it's like anything like the old NHL hockey games, then it's fire. Like they used to have the best soundtracks, man.
Even though the lead singer's a piece of shit, some Lost Prophets in your life or some Jimmy Eat World.
One of the EA NHL games, the opening sequence played heavy by Collective Soul.
02. Mario Lemieux on the cover.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
The game
I had
starts,
that
the logo comes up, and you just hear.
I break away.
Oh
Yeah.
no way.
Oh, yeah. Falls on me.
Brings me
Falls
down.
brings me down.
It's about doing fat chicks. That's all.
I definitely.
I was gonna ask, how tall is Mario Lemieux?
I think he's like, he's over 6 foot. Like, I think he's like
Okay.
6'5".
That's why I was
He came
thinking
out of
he's a
the
big
closet
dude,
yet?
right?
Huh?
What?
No, I was gonna ask. Was like
Just
I'm
falling
thinking he
apart.
was a big guy, but he wasn't as big as what was the guy's name for the Rangers, the bald dude,
Messier.
Messier?
Massier. Yeah, he was like 6'10", wasn't he?
I don't know. Mario is 6'4". Let's look up Mark Messier. Because Messier, I thought was actually just a normal dude.
Sidney Crosby,
How
like
big was he
5'7", 98 pounds.
Messier was 6'2" or 6'2".
Oh yeah, you're not thinking of. I don't know who you're thinking
Oh.
of then.
If you're thinking, well, no, if you're thinking like one of the tallest guys, you're thinking two guys. One you aren't, and I'll just tell that name. It's Pete Mahovlich. Played for the Pittsburgh Penguins in the 60s and 70s. And then the other one is Zdeno Chara, 6'10", out of Russia. Played for Boston, Ottawa.
Sounds more like a soccer name to me.
I know, but he was a hell of a player.
How tall is Ovechkin?
10 feet tall.
Sid's my height. He's 5'11", and I refuse to look up or type in, but I'll do it anyway. Alexander,
Put in hockey goat height.
You have to admit, Ove is a top 10 all-time player.
6'2".
Everyone but Ray will admit that, Pulse. But that's just
He's
Ray.
not. He's not the greatest player of all time. I'm sorry. You need to win more than one Stanley Cup to fucking qualify.
He's not the greatest of all time. He's pretty close to breaking Gretzky's record, right?
Listen, what is your he played in Washington. What is your gripe with Washington D.C.?
Pittsburgh and Washington have always had a bit of a rivalry ever since they went into the league. Washington Capitals fans have only had one Stanley Cups in their entire fucking franchise existence, and think that they hit a home run when they were really just born on third. Like you're not. No, sorry, bud. You're no. Three. You have to get three or more to be on the goat ride, and you're not. So Sid has three.
This is another edition of Ray versus everyone.
Goddamn right. But I bring facts.
We need to make that a segment every show. It's called Ray versus everyone, and that's when you give a horrible opinion that 99% of people disagree with.
The stars of the stars in the NHL make their teams better. The team does not revolve around the star in hockey. That's just not how it goes. It's a team sport. And if the name on the team makes everybody else better, then that is one of the greatest players of all time. And Sidney Crosby has done that. Marc-Andre Fleury has done that. He's made his own team by the fact that he is so goddamn good in goal. He's made Minnesota actually watchable again, which is fucking weird.
Are you claiming that Ovechkin was only out to get his?
I mean, stats and losses in the playoffs, choking constantly every single year except for 2012. Fuck you, dude.
Yes, but like you just said, it's a team game, so he can't get all the blame, right?
He doesn't make them better. He just scores goals.
Which you need to win games.
Right? That's the name of the game.
Well, no, Sidney is a play developer.
He scores all the goals.
Alexander Ovechkin does dick. He just does nothing.
Every time I watch any highlights of Pittsburgh, it's Crosby just getting demolished.
He can take a hit.
Take a hit? Well, you definitely can't dish him out, but that's not his game.
No, he's a finesse player. I mean, but he knows when to pass it off to somebody who's actually in the slot for a shot. Like that's
like he's been playing forever. Is he done yet?
20 years.
How old is he?
Hold on. Let's see how old Sid is. I think he's like not my age. He's probably 40 something, maybe.
He's still playing?
Yeah.
Hang it up.
High level.
Hang it up.
You shut your whore mouth.
No, he's hanging up.
You will play forever. I know he's probably in his like mid to late 30s. 37. Yeah, he's almost there. I mean, he's probably got a good 5 more years, and then he can
five.
Right on. Yeah,
he's 37. How about hanging up today?
42, make it an even 25, and you're out the door.
That's fucking nuts. So did he come to the NHL when he was 17?
He was drafted in 05. So yeah, I mean he was probably he was 17 when he joined the league. Mario came back just to like learn him the fucking ropes, for God's sake, dude. That 05 season, he came back for Sydney. To kind of like show him what's gonna fucking happen in the league. And Mario didn't have a bad 05.
He was 18 in his rookie year in 05. Also.
Yo, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
We all know how hard life is, right?
I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yes. Dude,
I'm gonna go pee. I just almost peed myself laughing.
he had 42 goals last year at 36 years old.
Yeah.
Hey, he's lucky that the NHL got soft.
Well, I'm going to agree with Mark Madden on something for the first time in my entire life.
You racist too?
I don't know.
That means yes, right?
I don't, honestly. Mark Madden's like a local Pittsburgh sports talk guy.
Yes. So I think that's the best answer you could give is I don't see any.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever said anything.
However,
but he called the NA when Sydney went back to back in 16 and 17. He called it the dead puck era, which basically it was kind of true. It was mostly scoring, a lot of offense, not that much defense. Especially after they took away the center line.
It is all sports now, and every league is trying to make to have more offense, including baseball.
Two-line pass kind of killed the league a little.
Defense rules. Stop it.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I do legit have to pee.
Okay, what were you saying, Paul?
No, honestly, I'm I probably should know this answer already, but I'm just wondering. As hard as life is for everybody, depending upon your circumstances, at certain times in your life, it's going to be very difficult, right?
Mm-hmm.
That being said, if you know that, why do people decide to have children? Is it just because they like to fornicate? Is that the only answer? Because I honestly feel like knowing what the world is, if you bring children into the world,
I feel like that too. I feel like a lot of times it's selfish. It gives you a purpose, I guess, because you were like, "What? I'm just get up every day. I go work. I go home. I don't do shit." But now I'm a parent. That's my life.
No,
now.
I know, but I'm saying like knowing what they're gonna go through. I feel like you're evil if you even have kids. Like why would you want
I don't necessarily disagree with you, but at the same time, people have always kind of said that, or they have for a long time. Like, why would you bring up kids in this world? It's gonna get wild. It's gonna get real weird with technology and stuff. I can't even imagine. I don't know, man. I'm not saying I don't want kids, but at the same time, you make a good point. But there's also enough kids out there that could use some help. I don't know. Be a foster parent or something. I don't know. People want to carry on their bloodlines. I don't know. It's like that's a natural thing to want to do is procreate. So, but I mean, I'm not saying you're not making good points because you are, but I don't know. People are going to keep making kids. They're going to keep doing it.
No, I know. But
not just by accident. Not just by accident either.
No. Hear me out though. Like this is the thing, right? Like I don't mean to diss nobody. I swear I don't. But like people who are on welfare and shit like that, like you don't have the right to have children, as far as I'm concerned. I'm trying not to sound like that type of person, but it's like you can't. There's no reason I should have to pay for your responsibility.
Well, now you're in Texas where you get the death penalty if you get an abortion. So obviously people don't feel the way you do.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen Idiocracy, aka the documentary of America?
Okay, is that the one with Terry Crews?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, it's been a while, but I've seen it.
Yeah. I mean, the beginning of that, it shows like these two people that are very well educated, very well off people, and they keep putting off having kids for different reasons. And then there's like, I don't know, like Terry at the trailer park has like 40 kids, like. So yeah,
right. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if you live in I'm not dissing nobody, man, but like, if you live in a trailer, like you shouldn't be. You should be like taking care of your responsibility. You shouldn't be having kids, man. Because I remember DMX one time said, and he was talking about seeing stray dogs in the street. He's like, "Don't get a dog if you can't take care of one." Right? That makes sense to me. And
Well,
so I feel the same way
But
about
what,
people.
what
So
about
what he's trying to say is that he's pro-choice. Is what he's trying to say.
What,
No,
what do you
I'm
against trailers, bruh?
nothing against trailers. If you grew up on 8 Mile, hey, you grew up on 8 Mile. There's always a way to better
I'm
your
looking
life.
at one right now, actually.
Where are you gonna put it?
Oh no, I was just gonna buy like a already lived in one.
I mean, trailer park fees are rough, dude.
I got to do my research on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
The trailer isn't the problem. It's the trailer park that's the problem. And I'm not talking about with living in it. I'm talking about financially, because they can raise your rates whenever they want for no reason. And if you can't pay for it, they can literally just take your trailer.
I've seen some for like $6,000 that don't look bad.
But that's not the problem. The problem is the trailer park, right? So
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, so I don't know how the politics are in Ohio, but like if you're gonna live there, you might want to invest in a pistol.
I mean, that might be everywhere now, but
It's definitely Ohio. That like Ohio people carry. We have open. I think we have concealed carry.
We now have about the same gun laws as Texas.
Dope.
We have, you can conceal carry without licenses now, which I think is ridiculous. You can just do it.
That's why I'm nice to everybody in public.
Even
the gun people I know would be like, dude, you should at least take a class.
Yeah,
no,
Johnny Smith.
you don't have to anymore.
Johnny Smith is saying hello to y'all.
Oh, Johnny.
He's excluding me.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
No.
Fucking weirdo.
Is that real?
That would be hilarious if it was. I gotta look that up.
Like how hot is this Jewish girl he's dating? If that's true, like that's the thing. If she's hot enough, do it. I mean, I would.
I gotta tell you, and this again, this will sound racist, but Jewish American princesses are delightful.
Is he really gonna fight Canelo Alvarez? Is that confirmed?
Yeah, I think. I mean,
no. Actually, there is some notes to that. Apparently, and shout out. I gotta say this. I thought I'd never say this, but shout out to Turki Ali Sheikh, the minister of sport in Saudi Arabia, signing Canelo Alvarez to a 4-fight deal to keep him away from the circus.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, this happened. I sent it to you the day after it was announced.
I heard through the grapevine that he was going to fight Bud Crawford. Then they're saying he's going to fight Jake Paul, and I'm like, which one is it?
Well, now the Bud Crawford thing might happen.
What?
I mean, that's a better fight.
What? Oh my God!
What?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Wait!
What did you say?
Hold on.
What?
Continue. I'm just
right. Don't even read them.
It might be a troll on Jake Paul's part, but there is like he's having a bar mitzvah or stages bar mitzvah and declares he's Jewish in viral video. I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know.
Did he get circumcised? Is there a bris?
Is he uncut? His
not anymore.
I'm sick of that guy.
I took down my Jake Paul poster after that news. Oh my God, that's hilarious. He stages a bar mitzvah in a fucking that's
great. Let's have more people hate you. Good job.
It's some fucking kid for his bar mitzvah probably got paid Jake Paul to fucking be there or something.
What's your bar mitzvah fee, by the way? If there was like some kid who was a giant Bro Plata fan and his parents are like, how much to come to my kid's bar mitzvah?
I would do it for free.
Yeah, I gotta say, I would probably. If we had a fan, we have a fan,
Jewish fan. I'd be like, "Oh my God, yes, Baruch Adonai, how you doing? Like, let's go, baby."
Yeah, if it was out of our area, it might be a little different. But if it's in Northeast Ohio, yeah, I'd just go.
I went. I don't know if you've ever done it.
No,
I don't know if you've ever done this. You've never been to a bar mitzvah before?
I've never been. invited to one.
I was.
Jewish
Once in
people
my
are
life.
always keep their mouth shut about it. Unfortunately,
Oh, well, if they like you, they'll tell you things. But yeah, you got.
that's not true. I mean, I tell you, I can't remember going to school with any Jewish kids, but I probably did. I just didn't know.
Well, I mean, in the town you live in, if you say that,
That's what I was saying. You probably keep it to yourself. This is unfortunate. I hope that's not actually.
Well,
I feel like there wouldn't be a problem. But.
Tim, I live in a place that is welcoming to all. Okay, I come with no white guilt because I welcome all in the melting pot.
Welcome all, like the Cleveland comedy community.
I don't know any more about that, but let's. But yeah, what are you gonna do? No, yeah, I went to a bar mitzvah. It was pretty fun. From what I remember, I actually like got to witness the Torah reading and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely.
I've always grown up around Jewish people, so it's there. There's a rabbi school just down the road, a yeshiva.
I think comedians were the first like people that I knew were Jewish. I mean, like, I'm sure I've known other people, Jewish people, but the only ones that like talked about it, probably.
I played hockey with a kid who was Jewish growing up.
I mean, I think again, I probably did, but I just didn't know. So.
I'm surprised you played baseball. I'm surprised. Jews love baseball. Like,
he kept talking about Sandy Koufax, and Hank Greenberg, and Sean Green. Was the only one.
Meyer Lansky? How did he know Meyer Lansky?
I mean, I went to school with some Mormons. I know that.
I think we all did, but like,
do you see Mormons? The Church of Latter-day Saints are real pissed about this Netflix series. You see that?
Which one?
This new, this Western, Peter Berg Western, American Primeval.
Okay, do they like make fun of Joseph Smith or something?
There's a character. One of the characters in it is Brigham Young.
Oh, okay.
And he's in this show. He's not a great fella.
Wasn't Brigham Young not a good fella?
I mean, they
say I think I've read a history of Brigham Young.
Dangerous mistruths is what they say.
Okay,
but according to this, I mean, I haven't done any other research, but according to this, he wasn't the nicest of fellows.
I've heard that actually. Like, I've legitimately heard Brigham Young was not a fan of certain people. Yeah. Pulse would not have been allowed near Brigham Young, from what I've gathered.
Didn't they say it was against the religion to be black until like the 70s?
That's when they reformed the religion. Yeah, it was the 70s.
The 70s.
Wait, I heard Gladys Knight. I heard Gladys Knight was a Mormon.
What?
I heard Gladys Knight was a Mormon.
Well, now they're okay with it.
No,
they're okay with it when they realized that they needed. If they only played sports at BYU with white people, it wasn't going to go great for them that often.
Like that Shane Gillis sketch.
Yeah, that is a real documentary. I've seen it before. It's great.
What were those brother and sister? What were the names? The Osmonds.
Okay.
Well, they're white, so they were welcome with arms.
Dude, Donny Osmond's black.
No, I'm saying they were Mormon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was always my dad would make the incest joke of Donnie and Marie. I don't know why, but he would always go to that one.
Didn't everyone have that joke? Everyone thought they were. Yeah. Dude, Donny Osmond has been at Harrah's on the Strip for years.
I know. Next time I go, I kind of want to see Donny Osmond.
Like, if I went on these days I'm looking that are like weekdays, like a Monday to Friday, I'd probably go to one of those. I've been looking at those comps, and like I can get a weekend comp with the week before Christmas, and I think you might be able to too if you have a Caesar's Rewards. I don't know if it has much to do with points or not. Yeah, I would check, because week before Christmas you can do Wednesday to Sunday for only resort fees, which is like $230 at like Harrah's.
I sent you the video of my buddy who was performing at the Comedy Cellar at the Rio. The crazy, or Brian Scolaro's video. shout out to Brian. I want to get him on this show. I think he might, because he was on Stacked with Pamela Anderson, that Fox show.
Oh, is he the guy who has MS?
Yeah. That too. I want to kind of, to be honest with you, pull at the heartstrings of the MMA holes and be like, for just to get Brian the money that he's not, it's nothing like that. It's just he has a GoFundMe and he's got MS. Brian Scalaro on GoFundMe. Go check him out. I know he doesn't really like that kind of people promote. He's like a Tim almost, like very, very like self-deprecating, self-hating, and I love, and I'd say that to his face with love. Like, that's why I love you, man. Like, you're one of my favorite human beings in the world. You're self-deprecating on stage, and I bonded. Like, I love that man. But GoFundMe.com, just search Brian Scalaro. He'll come up and donate to his MS treatments, because I love that man, and he's given me more joy just drinking and smoking weed together.
How about we get that man insurance? Or you can choose another one too. Call your Congress people. How about that?
Yes, I will back Tim on that one for Brian and people like him with MMS, MS, because that's a horrible fucking disease, man. I've seen people wither away from that. It's not good.
There's all different kinds as well, right? Like,
but
relapsing MS and stuff like that. And that's rough. And then there's people like Matt Onesti who can't walk.
Yeah, it's a rough thing, and those are the, like, those. Whenever I see somebody with some kind of thing like that, it is like a hardcore version of it, I always just flip right by, because I'm like, I feel bad for those people, like, I feel lucky to not have that. That's one reason why I haven't, ate a bullet, is fucking, I see that and I'm like, God damn it. I like, why did they do that? But thank God I'm not that person, Pulse apparently crashed out again.
Oh, man, did I say this the other? There's a local guy here that, like, everyone kind of knew and liked, and that he just took his own life the other day, and that was pretty rough on a lot of people.
It's later, Pulse.
I didn't know him too well, but he did help us move a while ago.
Who?
I'm not going to say his name, but this guy who he took his life the other day from down here.
I don't know about that. We'll
no, I'm telling you
after the show.
No, I'm just telling you that because you're talking about people who do that. Yeah, you don't know. You never know what people are going through, and my mom knew him pretty well. And
well, yeah, man. I'm trying to be more sensitive to those kind of things, and being more of a friend to people, because scumbag me, yay! But at the same time, I'm like, but it's.
I'm going to start a Facebook group called "That's Enough Ray Highclack" and see how many members I can get.
Here's my question: can I join the group
under an alias? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll create a sock account for it.
Who's Hey Ryclack?
Who's Scally Bandit? I don't know anything about this guy. Oh fuck yeah, bitch. Nah, at this point, I have my people. Next week, by the way, I might not be. Well, I'll be on, but I'm not gonna finish the show out, because I do have a showcase spot at May Halls.
What time is it?
9:30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be fine.
So, I'll leave around 9. And
man, like 9:30 Tuesday shows. That's just funny, because like I could never pull it off down here.
Shout out. Well, here's the thing, man. Shout out to Brian Sternick and Dave Hornig. Like, these guys.
Oh, those guys are great. They've been doing a great job at the halls,
and just in general with Secret Society. Like, I'm emailed them for just even a Secret Society show. Like, just plug me in anywhere. I even said that in the email. Like, just put me wherever you want to put me. I don't care if it's June, July, whatever. And I'm doing a set Tuesday as a showcase spot. So I love those guys. If you're ever in Cleveland on for a week, check out Secret Society before you leave town. They're some of the best shows, and they get out of town guys, big names.
TJ Miller playing for 20 people in an apartment in the bowling alley.
Right. I love that, man. They've become the new accidental comedy. Like they've really become, viable too. That's the fun part.
They're doing a cool thing. That's why if Alan and I do that thing with the club, whatever we're talking about, we have
partnership with that.
Yeah, and if it wouldn't work if we. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to try to go against them. Although I'm not saying there isn't room in the city for like more than one indie show on a Friday or Saturday. There is, there should be, right? But it should be all over the place. But not everybody likes to go to those kind of things. And
if there was friction,
also marketing is an issue.
To be honest, if there was friction between you guys and them, I would immedially call like a 5 families meeting and like
I
between all four of you,
right.
And I come in and go, look, it's comedy. Like you guys get those dudes, they're doing their thing. Why are we bitching?
That would be the last thing I'd want.
Yeah. I wouldn't want it either because all of you are my friends.
Like
except
if they
for
were,
Alan.
The thing is, like they doing, like we would want to do what they're doing, but in our own spot, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So if we could do it together, it'd be even better. So we just gotta make enough money to keep that place open.
Yes, and I think I know which place it was like next to Mayhall's. Yeah, there used to be a head shop that I'd go in and buy like vape batteries from.
Yeah, not close to next to Winchester.
Yeah.
I feel like that wouldn't. I mean, there'd be no parking at nighttime there. Like when Winchester had shows, and you'd probably be able to hear them. So that'd be a problem.
Yeah, Birdtown, dude. That Birdtown area is fucking rough for parking.
All of Lakewood's awful for parking. Lakewood parking wise.
Some places. Like if you're going more west, it's fine, but besides that, it's a fucking you're gonna kill yourself trying to fucking find a goddamn walkable parking space in Lakewood. Good times. Also, if anybody in the Cleveland area is watching this, February 21st. I got to bring up the name because I don't want to fuck it up. And also soon I'm going to be on another podcast.
What are you doing Saturday?
Saturday?
Yeah, you have something Saturday, don't you?
Yeah, in Geneva at a restaurant, I think.
Restaurants are always interesting.
It's going to be fun. Jimmy Ward, who actually I did a show for him last Wednesday. Out in Middleburg. He thought it was Rock Creek, Ohio. Turned out to be Middleburg, Ohio. And the guy bid on doing a show. Great bar. Love the venue. If you fill it up, it's fucking awesome. But it's comedy night, so
anything could happen.
So I'm saying it's like the underpants dome. Stage 1, gather underpants. Stage 2, stage 3, profit. Like that's running a bar show, by the way, just in general. It's just like stage 2 is so fucked. You're just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Although I do pride myself on the fact that most of mine have been, because the worst one I ever did was that one that you did like right before COVID down here in Dover. And I never did that again because it didn't work. So I wasn't going to be like, let's do another one because it didn't work.
Yeah.
And mostly that was because, they had an upstairs room they never used. They have a wine tasting room. We could have done it there. But they were like, let's try it here. And I'm like, all right. And it didn't work. And then COVID happened. So
yeah, there's a couple places I'm eyeing to kind of bring a show myself.
There's a new bar here. It's called the Delaware. It's like a piano bar. I'm afraid they'll hard shoot me down. That's why I haven't gone to talk to him yet.
Go talk to him.
but it's a good space. It would be good for like a weekday show or whatever because there's a stage and they have their own sound system and it's straight down the middle, like it's built like
Fuck
this,
yeah.
which is perfect. Not perfect, but pretty good. And they have live entertainment all the time, so I don't know why they wouldn't want to try that unless they have a problem with it.
Mm.
So people, I don't like comedy, or even they can be like, I only want clean shows. I can get you a clean show. I mean, it's
Yeah.
harder, but I can do it.
I'm going to tell you something off air.
I have less options.
I'm going to tell you something off air that I feel kind of guilty about, but at the same time, I'm like,
Did you say pussy at a clean show?
No. I don't do clean shows. I try not to because I can't. I can't do them. I get nervous because it's like, what if I fuck up? And then what? I'm not gonna get booked again, son of a bitch. But yeah. I'll tell you off air.
Well, now I want to know. Bye,
Well, have a good night, everybody.
Did you send like a strongly worded email to somebody?
No, nothing of that nature. Okay. Nothing. There's nothing bad about it. I'll tell you after.
Did you leave an upper decker at somebody's house you worked on?
No, my hips don't reach that high anymore, man. I can't extend.
Have you ever done an upper decker?
I've never done an upper decker.
Me neither, man. That's so evil.
It's weird.
Then someone has to physically clean your shit out of it.
I think it's funny if somebody else does it. I just don't think I could do it. You know, like that is. It sounds nasty to me. Plus, I can't get my ass that high.
Man, I don't know why we were pissed at him, but my friends and I, we were probably like just out of high school, probably. We shit in a pizza box and threw it in somebody's car.
I never got the scatological shit.
I heard we were doing
men.
That. I heard we were doing that, and this is fucked up. But I just remember this. We were doing it, but I had to shit now. So I shit, and then I put it in a bag and brought it with me.
No. You call me an animal.
I absolutely did that. Did a log in a bag, and then we put it in the box.
Digital evidence of Tim Danko calling me a piece of shit on this podcast. Well, but yet you've shit in boxes and fling
the stuff that I call you a piece of a shit for. You've done like recently.
You've thrown feces at people. I'm an angel compared to you.
We didn't throw it. We just put it in a box and put it in his car. We didn't spread it. We didn't spread it on his car. We just wanted it to smell, right? And
I am to open it up and
be like, there's shit. Yeah, that makes sense. But so we could have been worse. We could have threw the raw shit in his car and it was spread everywhere. We didn't do that. We put it in the pizza box so he would smell it, open it up, and see the shits. And easy to clean up. Pick up the box, throw it away. But yeah, I don't remember all the details, but I definitely remember bringing a shit with me.
I am for what I do for a living, you would think it doesn't bother me, but like I am very body fluid phobic. I am
any either. I'm
fucking
weird about germs. I'm really weird about saliva.
I would never. I don't know, man. I'll give you a thing. It happened within the last 2 years. I walked into a room that was meant for medical purposes, and they just left all like soiled pee pads and shit on in a room, and I was the one that had to clean it up.
That sucks. It's not your job.
No, it's not.
What about animal stuff?
Well, okay.
So I worked at an animal clinic, and I was, you had to touch all kinds of stuff you didn't want to touch. But it was animal, so it wasn't that big of a deal. It was like a dog.
Luckily, I don't ever have to go into those places.
Yeah.
Luckily, like
you don't do animal clinics ever.
No, I've never done an animal clinic in 10 years.
Surprises me actually.
It does me too, but like I've done a doggy daycare once.
Because like one person brings in like that like one person brings out a dog with a blanket that has bed bugs in it, and now everybody has bed bugs.
Believe it or not, wasn't even that. It was rats. Ugh. And I found out wasn't even the place's fault. Like I will on air right now say this.
It wasn't rats. It was just the Chihuahua outbreak. We have rats, dude.
But what was killing them was they were in like a commercial real estate building that had a place that a dude was just storing shit, and then I think like a printing press or something next door, like towards the street. The fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Knocked a hole in the cinder block wall for like duct work and shit. And then there was a gap underneath the door that the rat could get in, and fucking I scared that thing off with a trap. It almost got caught, but then ran back to its safe place and never came back.
Cats in those buildings.
What?
Let the cats loose, bro.
You know what? Yeah, it's weird. Like even the dogs. Like I was thinking the dogs might have fucked that thing up at one point, but motherfucker never got that.
I worked at an animal clinic. We had cats. We had like 8 cats, and the reason for like they were the clinic's cats, and I had to take care of them. It's one of the job. But the reason they have it is because cat blood doesn't store very well. So if cat that comes in the clinic needs blood,
it's the most serial killer thing I've ever heard you say, by the way.
Cat blood doesn't store very long.
Neither does human.
That's your supply. Anyway, so we hit the cats because if a cat needed donor blood, we had to get it from one of our cats. So we had one for each blood type. And they were all named after alcohol. I remember Grey Goose was one. I forget the other ones. But anyway. But a lot of animal clinics have cats for that reason. We had a couple of the owner's dogs live with us because they were both diabetic labs. So they had to have a lot of treatment. They were sweethearts. But PJ and Pepper, their name was. But they were old. I mean, they died a long time ago, like 20 years ago. But anyway, they were sweethearts. But another story. This one, my grandmother apparently was working in Texas. The clinic had dogs. They had a few dogs there for whatever reason they kept there. I don't know why, but they were like the clinic's dogs. And somebody called off or something, and there was no one to take care of the dogs except for the head vet that owned the place. Was the only one there. She was very pissed that she had to like handle these dogs that night because whoever like were there called off. So she was not happy about it. So the next morning, people came in and found that the owner of the clinic, that vet, nuked all of them.
What?
She took those dogs out one at a time, euthanized them, and threw them in the freezer. There was like 5 or 6 of them.
You're county, man. Like I thought Paynesville was fucked.
You weren't listening. This was in Texas.
Oh, Texas? Well, I'm not expecting them not to live there. Like it's death penalty is legal. So
and a lot of people quit. I mean, I probably would have too if I could have.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm like, she's a vet. Is there no HIPAA for vets?
Probably not. To be honest with you.
I mean, just straight up, I don't want to feed these things. Just fucking Kevorkian them all of them.
Yeah, fuck you.
Wild. That's wild. That's some sociopath shit. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something.
No, that's psycho. That's a psycho that just gets off on fucking.
I don't think
freaking animals like that.
She was a vet. And she owned her own practice.
It doesn't matter.
She's just a woman who was angry. about
Okay. So you're
and she took-
talking
and
about
she took it out.
100% of the female population
right,
on this
and she-
planet.
she
I
took-
get it.
She took it out on some dogs that I don't think deserved it.
The words "I will not be ignored," Dan, come out of her mouth. You know.
Maybe. I saw a video that Norton put up of his wife just like bitching about something. And the first comment is like, I've never been so sure that trans women are women. And after watching this, and I thought the same thing. That's why I'm like, that's a woman. That's what I'm like, that's 100% a woman.
Yeah, Nikki.
I don't care if she has a penis. That's a woman.
I'm gonna say this. I've known Jimmy enjoys a little extra with his women. I've
Sure.
always known this since I was 13 years old.
A little bonus.
Yeah.
Sure.
Little treat, as he would say.
Emphasis on the bone.
Well, no, Jimmy would call it. You lift up her skirt, and there's a nice little surprise underneath.
Monster rain.
Monster rain, Jimmy blow at his neighbor. Now he's gay. Monster rain. I'll send you that song. It's an actual song that was made.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
But no, yeah, Nikki. When I look at her, I see a woman. Like I know she's a trans woman and everything like that. But I don't see. I don't see a dude that used to be or that's now a dude or a chick. Right. I see Nikki because again, she's Jimmy's broad, so it's like my hero. I've known your problems for years, and I know your kinks. All right, boy, let's go. Yeah. Plus, also, Jim Norton Can't Save You is a fantastic podcast. I was listening to it, the Anthony episode that came out because him and Anthony Cumia got together. And
I see a clip of that.
What?
I think I saw a clip of that.
I love one of the things he was like, you're talking about an A, B, C, D, and Anthony goes, I'm talking about ends. And it was like Jim Norton laughed so hard. I'm like, that's friendship. Like that is a friend who knows a friend who's just like, I love him. He's I love Anthony too. Like,
we know Ray. So yeah, when Jim Norton married a trans woman, it wasn't a surprise that Jim Norton married a trans woman. It was a surprise that anyone married Jim Norton. that was more.
Yes. Yes. Do I have? I don't remember if I do have that. I gotta look up the thing. Do I have not surprised? Please tell me I'm not surprised.
Really, no surprise. That she's got a dick under her shirt.
Not at all. that was the least. When Jim said he was married, that was the moment where you're like, wait, what? You, Jim Norton, a guy who I've been following since I was 13. You and what? And then when I found out he was living in Montreal for a little while, that blew my fucking head off. Like during COVID and shit, he was like getting to the top of the TBS stars competition that TBS did with like Tim Dillon and a bunch of other people. Mm-hmm. And Chip Chipperson got to the finish with fucking Piff the Magic Dragon. And Piff won. I voted for Chip.
I think Piff is the Flamingo, I think.
He is. Yes. He's got his own theater.
Oh, cool.
But I'd
stay at the Flamingo. And
this is what Nikki says every night.
Okay. Sure.
And then this is Jimmy after it's all done.
Broke my back. Spinal.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I can't find it. Damn it. All right. Well, I can just do this. Anyway. You okay, buddy?
Not really, man. I don't know.
What's up?
No, I think I'm dying.
You stop drinking.
No,
I'm trying to get in drinking shape, dude.
you think I'm depressed now? What if I physically can't drink
Smoke
anymore?
weed. Go.
I hate
catatonic.
weed. I don't like it.
Go catatonic for a day, and you'll be
No, I
fine.
don't like it. I like drinking.
Go to your local dispensary before it gets closed down,
Any
and
day now.
and get the highest dose recreational fucking edibles. Take 3 of them and lay
Die.
in that fucking dent of a couch you have.
Dude, I would have such a panic attack, dude. It would be bad.
That's of all the
No.
things Joe Rogan has ever said that I love is you learn the most from the bad trips.
Yeah, I've learned not just careful with the weed. That's what I've learned.
Fuck no. Live.
The worst that I ever
live
had
or
was
die, bitch.
someone gave me some weed that didn't dry out properly, and man, that was rough, dude. Like, not
I
only did
bet.
I get super high, but I got sick, and it was then I had to go to work. That was rough.
I've
that was
done that.
That was a bad day. It was a real bad day.
Yeah, I've. If it wasn't for pickled items, I probably would have been fine. But I ate a burger with like a lot of pickled items on them, and then got drunk as fuck, and then ended up throwing up like that night, laying on the floor, getting dizzy.
Can that
It
be
was
the
bad.
name of your comedy special? If it wasn't for the pickled shit, I would be fine.
Yeah. It just reminds me of the Kyle Kinane thing where it's like, I ate too many things with the word rodeo in the title.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm not gonna lie, that's a word that when I see it on a menu, I get excited. Like, someone's like rodeo nachos. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, fucking give me that.
I want the barbecue covered nachos now.
Let's
Let's go.
Nachos with barbecue sauce, onion rings, and pepper jack cheese. Like, what is?
You just made me come a little. Like, what are you doing?
No, honestly, when every time I hear the word rodeo and when it comes to food, I get excited. I'm like, yeah, rodeo.
Dude, I get excited and then I hear that joke about Kyle Kinane getting gout, and I'm just like,
Let's open
I
a
will-
food truck. It's just called rodeos, and it's everything rodeo. Like, every day we have something different. It's just rodeo style. What do you
rodeo
have today?
hot
Salmon?
dog, rodeo burger,
Smoked salmon, rodeo smoked salmon.
rodeo salmon.
What is it? Well, we smoke salmon and we put onion rings, barbecue sauce, pepper jack cheese on it.
And some caviar for flavor.
Sure.
That would be fun, actually. Get gout here at the rodeo barn, everybody.
Rodeos, yeah, the rodeo truck, and we just playing that Garth Brooks song.
I
on
was
repeat.
just about to say, it's bones and blood, it's dust and mud, it's a roar of a Sunday crowd. It's wide in his knuckles because he's having a heart attack eating that go around. I lost it. Fuck.
Anyway, pro rodeo is what I'm trying to say.
I am absolutely pro rodeo, both entertainment wise and food. I haven't been to a rodeo in so fucking long. Like, an actual.
Know what the rodeo burger is. Burger King. They still do that.
I don't know.
I love the rodeo burger.
There's a few bars in Lakewood that have rodeo burgers.
Yeah.
I'll go to those before a comedy show or whatever. And
it's funny though. That's just like one 3-syllable word, and you know exactly what you're getting. Make it rodeo for $1.99 more. Deal.
It's not open pit barbecue sauce. I'm gonna fucking throw it. Like, fuck you, dude. Give me the onion rings covered in open pit, and it better be cold out the fucking freezer for this right now, because that's how open pit should never be warm. By the way, I don't think open pit barbecue sauce should ever be warm.
Why would you want cold barbecue sauce on hot food?
Oh, have you ever had open pit?
Maybe not.
Have you ever had open pit barbecue sauce?
Maybe not.
It's the bar barbecue sauce. Like it's
No.
kind of metallic tasting.
Why do you want that, dude? Get fucking Sweet Baby Ray's.
Because you open the bar the fucking.
This is just another thing that's
just-
weird. Like you thrive on trash. That's just
It
the thing.
spreads easy. What do you want me to say?
It's just the thing. Like, give me the dirtiest dive
Sweet
bar.
Baby Ray's. You have to be fucking
Make a
accurate
barbecue
with
sauce
that
that's
shit.
like a dive bar in a bottle. Like that's what you thrive on. You run on trash, dude.
Also known as my childhood, sir. Like I would break, I think, and I know that nobody will ever share this to them, but I would love to have a video tagged with AYG where I'm about to say open pit barbecue sauce is high class shit. Like nobody wants to talk about how good that shit it really is. If you're addicted to it, it's the greatest barbecue sauce ever. This side of Quaker Steak and Lube, like, and
I'm sure there's
QSL.
I'm sure there's plenty of chemicals in it that make you addicted to it. I'm sure that's true. The straight nicotine in it,
Dude.
Um,
People wonder, like, I wonder why I had cavities. No, it's because I slathered everything I ever owned that was like chicken wise in fucking open pit. Like I would put it in a bowl and fucking.
Do you eat generic ketchup too?
No, I believe that Heinz should be the only thing you eat.
Yeah, anytime I see
It's
anyone
Heinz or nothing. Like fuck you.
anytime
I
I
don't.
see anyone with any other kind of ketchup. Well, some places
What-
make their own ketchup, and I don't mind that, but it's like, why do it? It's
Yeah,
not
like-
necessary, really.
Just give me fucking 57 in a plastic fucking cup, and I'm good, man. Like,
I mean, I do like stuff that just tastes a little more, natural, like less produced. But ketchup doesn't really seem like it's necessary.
yeah, dude. Heinz
Oh,
cornered the market. Like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't even start a ketchup company now, right? Like it wouldn't work, no matter how good your product was, unless it
It
was somehow
depends.
better and cheaper, which is impossible.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it would be hard. But even then, no one would try it. Like, I'm not trying this new barbecue sauce. It's Heinz. That might
Ooh,
sauce wise, it might be the hardest market to crack.
barbecue sauce. There's a lot of great barbecue sauces
Yeah,
out
that's
there.
different,
that have-
right? And you can come up with a new one, you'll be fine. But ketchup, I think it'd be impossible.
Yes. Like Hunt's is like if I see Hunt's in somebody's refrigerator, I'm like, are like, is everything good in the marriage? Like, are you guys
Yeah.
like who lost their job this week? Like,
You need me to buy
What
some
the
of your
fuck?
shit, right?
if
You
you don't
alone,
have
bro?
Heinz, like I don't trust you as a human being. If you don't like Heinz 57, you're a piece of shit.
If I go to a cookout and there's ketchup, but it's not Heinz, I may leave the cookout. Like,
I'll give it a shot for like a fry or
yeah,
something.
maybe, but that's like everything else is now you're worried about everything else. It's not just the ketchup. Now you're worried about everything. Like, they made a bad decision on this. Like, what's the meat? What are they
Like,
gonna
has
meat?
mice been living in your grill for a while? Like, what's going on right now?
Maybe, yeah. Now I'm worried. Like, can the grill master even cook a burger? I'm worried. I'm worried about everything. Am I gonna get this thing
Dude.
like super well done? What are you gonna get?
But like, I don't know. There's something about open pit where it just brings me back to just hanging out in bars with my dad and my mom. Like, it was like my family was like bar people, so it was. And
They were like
all
the
bar
kids weren't
people.
allowed, but they were regular, so you were allowed. Was like that.
Yeah. My uncle Tony and I fucking like playing.
Of course, there was an Uncle Tony taking you to a bar. Of course. Listen, I
Playing
took my niece to
fucking-
Euro Gyro. That's like the most uncle thing that I've done.
Oh, did you do a set while she was there?
No, we were there. We were the only people there. It was the middle of the day. It was before
Okay.
we went to a basketball game. It was like at noon or something. Or
Oh, okay. That yeah. You
yeah.
told me
No, I
about
wouldn't
that
take her
now.
there at night.
I thought it was recent or something.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
I wouldn't take her there at night. Well, probably not. I'd take her
That's
there like,
got
like a
good
Wednesday
5
night.
minutes he wants to try.
I mean, that's maybe why I shouldn't have children, because I probably would do stuff like that.
I would bring my kids to open mics. Like, If they were like
Every once in a while, you'll
space
be at a mic and there'll be a
tours,
child
no.
there. There will be a child there, and you're just like, I'm not changing anything. Like you brought the kid here. Like, yeah. The worst thing you could do is number one, expect the show to be child friendly because you brought your child. Don't ever do that. I don't know if there's anyone that crazy out there.
I had to do it one time at a place I'm trying to get booked at now.
What, be clean, like
Clean, child friendly, while the owner of the bar's kids were eating dinner.
Were you told this
before the show? Yes,
but not when you were booked.
No, because it sort of was like a random fucking thing on like a Wednesday. Yeah,
I mean, if
it
you're
was bad.
And you have to be clean and they don't tell you until that's different. It's a problem.
Yeah, I felt more obligated to do it than anything else. But yeah, that was fun.
I did ask my sister-in-law. I'm like, they're aware the show's not clean, right? Do you say that, or people? And she's like, we talked about it, but like people were. It'd be weird if you expected it to be clean if it didn't say that. I'm like, okay. I'm like, when I do the mic check, I'm gonna be like, check, fuck, fuck, so everybody knows.
You're yelling into it like a roadie, just fuck.
Fuck clean show. Fuck clean show. Fuck clean show tonight. Fuck.
Start doing a Pete impression. No, you can't do 5 minutes clean. You'll never get on the Late Show with Conan.
I don't remember the circumstances, but Pete, they made a cameo in my dream, like literally like a walk by cameo in my dream. I don't remember.
Really?
I'm like, Pete, I'm like, there's Pete, and then he walked away. I'm like, no, Pete, come back. It's not the first time.
That's heartwarming.
Not the first time that's happened. They're just like walking in and out of my dream. I'm like, Pete, come back.
Fuck you.
Advice. Like fuck you, Tim Danko. Don't suck. Listen, that's good advice.
Announcements, right, motherfucker.
Yeah, don't fuck it up. It's great advice. It really is.
It is.
And you
so my dad
him all the time. You do 5 minutes. Don't fuck it up. I'm like,
that was my. It was one of my dad's things. Just don't fuck this up. Like, just go.
That is good advice.
Yeah, I miss the man. It is weird going there and like not getting heckled by him. Like,
I know.
Or hearing you die like a duck.
I still have a hard time with it. I haven't really gone that much. I'm gonna go Friday though, unless the roads are real bad, which might. That's the thing. Saturday might be a problem too because the roads might be real shitty.
They're saying tomorrow might be bad too. So I don't know, but
according to this, it's snowing right now.
I don't know.
Snow today, tomorrow. Doesn't say any Friday, but Saturday. That's what the softball coach was like. Well, like part of my job is I gotta deal with snow and snow stuff, and if it's snowing, I'll have to like do this. I'm like, dude, we'll be fine. Like you don't have to be there. We'll be fine. We'll sit up.
By the way, sorry to interrupt. I just want to say this. Thank you to everybody that's been watching tonight. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Let's get at least a 420, bro. And tell your friends, tell your wives, tell your girlfriends on the side.
Yes,
Rubber plot exists.
Tell your side chicks, but not your main chick. I don't want to.
No, yeah, we're not main bitch. Fucking caliber. We're more side chick.
That's true.
We're the side chick. You listen to famous podcasts, but then you're like, I'm gonna check out what Bro Plot is doing. Like that's
right.
That's what you do.
Like, wow, this is like the podcast I like, but a little worse.
Exactly.
Man, maybe we should stop now that I think of it that way. Like, there's people doing it a lot better than us. Maybe we should, like, we're not giving them much that
at least we kind of have fun. We're not like fucking like Opie who's had to resort to pranks and shit. Yeah.
I'm anti-prank.
I had respect for Greg Opie Hughes until fucking
pranks on strangers.
People, yeah, like again,
let people live, bro. Life's like no one's happy there at Walmart right now.
I shattered a friendship over like a famous prank guy because he just pissed me off while I was watching a video
fucking
my friend
ass
sent me at
master?
the time. Yeah, dude. Like when he started doing, like when I found out somebody I respected liked that kind of entertainment, I started second guessing a lot about this person.
Even
Where
the
I was just like,
practical jokers, I'm not a real big fan. I'm gonna have no problem with them, but
See-
that's not my kind of thing.
I actually appreciate Impractical Jokers because it's friends telling a friend what to do. There's like,
Yeah. Well, also I don't
there's
see
a
them like.
weird game showy kind of feel to
I
it.
don't remember seeing them like really fuck. They're more fucking each other over than they're fucking the
Yeah,
people they're pranking.
Yeah,
over.
like they're telling
That's
him what
different.
to do.
Right. They're like embarrassing their friends more than they're
Just
fucking with
walking up
people.
to
I mean, they
somebody.
are fucking with
just
people,
like,
but not nearly as bad. It's not like they're ruining someone's life. I hate
yeah,
pranks like that. We're just let's just see if we can get somebody so pissed off they'll punch us.
yeah.
And the answer is probably yes.
Punked was forgivable, but like
That was also like celebrities, friends, and I don't know. When you're that
Yeah.
famous, like
just
you're
fucking with
just
people on
gonna happen.
purpose with a character, you're like, no, fuck off, dude. Like,
right.
I would not appreciate that in the slightest.
Right. Like if someone goes and
Ugh.
fucks with like customer service somewhere or something
That's
like
not
that.
a piece of
I'm like,
shit in
I'm
public.
like,
Like,
I'm
think
like, they're
about that.
just yeah, what are they like in private? Yeah.
Even in private, I am. But like, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't like intentionally be.
It's weird when you wake up and you're like,
to
you know what?
someone.
I'm gonna ruin someone's day for other people's
Yeah.
entertainment. Like that's fucked up, right?
Like how doing a
Sometimes it
shitty.
gets bad. Sometimes like people are like, you don't know what's going on with these people's lives. Like they could have a terrible day. They have a real
Oh.
bad day, and you're just fucking with them, and that could be the last straw, dude. Like
I pray for that every video. I'm just
someone
like
getting punched. I mean, I've seen a
someone getting
couple that
punched
like
or shot. Just like
I saw one. There's these kids
oh,
going up to people at Walmart and going behind them and this moaning in their ears. And one guy almost hit somebody, and I'm like, "Dude, you got me on the wrong day. You're probably getting smacked." I'm not a tough dude, but I feel like I would be pissed. And just, like,
Oh, I would double leg him from behind. I would fucking rear mount his ass and just beat the fuck out of him like who just Imamov just did to fucking Izzy and just beat the shit out of him. You know, just fucking fuck you, dude. Like,
I mean,
that
listen,
is-
if you do it quickly enough, you can write it off as like a natural instinct, you know, like a fight or flight thing. You know,
Fuck
someone's scared of
you.
you, just walk, you just fucking elbow him in the face.
Now, the ones where like the dude puts a fucking bucket over their head and then puts it on his own head, I like those. Those are fun. I don't know why.
No one puts a bucket on my head when
But then they act like, oh my God, what just happened? And they don't
I'm
get
waiting
hit.
to get man on the streeted by an OnlyFans girl. That's what I'm waiting for. Like I'm waiting for my time for that. One of those videos, one of those kiss or slap videos, because I'm gonna have
You
a lot of
gotta, like,
questions.
move up here for that to happen. That's where all the
I'm
action
gonna have a
is,
lot
is
of
in the
questions.
city.
Kiss or slap. I have questions.
Mm.
When was the last
Yeah,
time
man.
you bathed?
Today?
Not you. I'm talking about the
Oh.
OnlyFans girl. When was the last time you bathed?
There's I don't know what my algorithm we'll end on this. Because I don't know what's happening with my algorithm, but my algorithm is sending me like armpit hair girls,
Oh,
and I don't know why.
I'll tell you
Like,
this, like I'm not gonna say that's necessarily an automatic deal breaker. I don't know. I have many automatic ones, but I wouldn't like it. I would be against it, but I wouldn't say it's automatic, but it wouldn't be.
no.
I mean, we could I could get past it if that's like, yeah, it has to be, but not great though. Not great.
I was with a girl who had, when I was in my less discerning days, and it was weird. Like it was,
I'm a
she
leg
had
hair
pretty
dude.
much the
Really
same
weird.
hair amount of hair, maybe a little less than I
Armpits,
did.
you like shave her legs.
No, she didn't.
She didn't shave anything.
Nothing.
I feel like eventually that I would be like, this is okay for a minute. Then a couple weeks in, I'll be like, this is ridiculous. I can't do it.
Tim, it felt like fucking a pillow with like little hairs on it. Like just like for some reason you could see through them to skin, but you knew the hair was there, and
It's
I
almost
didn't
worse.
like
I
it.
think I'd rather have her just go like it'd be like full Sasquatch legs than like in between.
She had them. Yeah, no, she was everywhere, dog.
Listen, you're allowed to do whatever you want, and you'll find somebody that's into that, especially as a woman. I think you're fine. You put out, you'll be fine.
There's a lid for every pot. I get what you're saying, but like, not me, my friend. Give me a smooth bitch with like, a couple days of not shaving your legs. Fine, I'm cool with that. But like,
Listen, I mean, I understand having to shave.
if we match,
like you have to shave your legs every day of your life or every couple of days. I understand.
I get that.
Really annoying. I get it, but I mean, you got to do something else. Always wear leggings or something. I don't know, like something.
Bro, it got like no, I can't.
You ever surprised on how like every single professional basketball player and collegiate basketball player, you never see any with hairy legs. You never see one that's like, I'm not fucking shaving. You never do because number one, nowadays they know they'd be famous for it, and no one wants that smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But you're surprised that like you never see one. Never.
Not really. I mean, it's dudes. It's like female basketball players. They kind of feel like they have to. But like
they all feel like they have because none of them is like, I'm not doing it. None of them.
Yeah,
not all of them wear makeup, but a lot of them don't. But I mean, all of them and their armpits too. I don't remember seeing. But the thing is, they would be. I mean, we would know about it the next day. Like if there was a player who played for Alabama A&M who had just didn't shave their pits or their legs, like we would know about it the next day.
The internet would be abuzz with that fucking information, dog.
Right. So I think no one wants that smoke. No one wants to be that person.
No. I
was looking up how to sign athletes to NIL deals, and I feel like you got to just like get a hold of them somehow. You can just do it. I don't think there's any official channels really.
Well, maybe a channel for like an agent or whatever.
But they don't all have. I mean, only like the really big ones have that. I mean, our price range is going to be like D3 windsurfers. Is that a thing? But like,
I don't know. I want to get that goth girl though, even though she's got Hot Topic money. I mean,
right? She'd probably be more expensive. But I think we only need about 20 minutes with her. Like,
to be like
to talk to her.
500 for the 500 a year.
It's a pretty good deal, I feel like. I don't know.
And you wear a Bro Plata t-shirt on Instagram and tag us.
I was looking it up and like you can do that for like $40-$50.
I know.
You can just be like, hey, just give us a shout out on your Instagram, wear a t-shirt, and that's like $50.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
I want him on the show though. I'm like, how about like 20-minute interview and then you do that? How about
that? I was about to say at least 30 minutes and you shout us out on IG. As soon as that happens, we're good. If you bump our viewers up to 10 a fucking show on a reg, I'm cool. But we'll settle for the sexy people that do watch us.
The show's getting worse, and I apologize for it.
We're not getting worse.
I feel like I'm getting worse. And as I go, the show goes, Ray. We know this.
No, that's the thing. You're self-aware. You need to start doing mushrooms. Do mushrooms.
I would end up in the hospital.
I think you'd be fine.
Did we get nominated for a Cleveland Comedy Award, or did you?
I don't know.
I may have got us disqualified for trying to.
Well, no. I trust the person I asked to nominate us. And he's been on the show and a funny motherfucker.
I know. I believe that. It's just you think
either
of us will get disqualified?
That kind of stuff.
Did I disqualify us accidentally by trying to vote for myself, or did you get us disqualified for being yourself?
Probably the second one for sure.
I don't think
probably the second one for sure. I mean, with my extremist views and
I do want to make
everything,
a video that makes this sound like the whole show is just me yelling at you for having bad. Although it is half the show anyway. But
I can make that happen. I know the people that run the Cleveland Comedy Awards. But real quick, Tim, I understand that we're in the middle of deep conversation, but I do have to pee real quick.
I thought we were done. Let's just be done.
All righty, everybody. We'll see you Thursday live. We'll talk about the Cannoneer fight. Like anybody gives a shit. UFC's off to a bad start already. But we'll see you Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, see you at the Kumite, fam.
Not real sure whether that's a bad start. What's a bad start? I don't get it. Because people are waiting that you don't want to win because you don't know, because you're not paying enough attention. Is that what it is? You don't know who these people are because you're not doing enough research. Do more. Get off YouTube. Start doing your MMA research. Okay. You don't need to know about vaccines. You need to know about fighters for this podcast. Stop fighting with